Today, in this session, I am going to discuss about embryology part of renal system, kidney embryology. It consists of three parts: pronephros, mesonephros, and metanephros. In this diagram, we can see the three parts: degenerated pronephros, mesonephros, and metanephros. Urogenital sinus, metanephric mesenchyme, ureteric bed. Pronephros. Up to week 4, it is functional and then degenerates. Mesonephros. It functions as interim kidney for first trimester, that is for first 3 months, later contributes to male genital system. Metanephros. It is permanent and first appears in 5th week of gestation. Nephrogenesis continues through weeks 32 to 36 of gestation. Ureteric bed, which is also called as metanephric diverticulum. It is derived from the caudal end of mesonephric duct, give rise to ureter, pelvises, calyces, collecting ducts, fully canalized by 10th week. Metanephric mesenchyme, that's also called as metanephric blastema. Ureteric bed interacts with this tissue. This interaction induces differentiation and formation of glomerulus through to distal convoluted tubule, that is DCT. Aberrant interaction between these two tissues may result in several congenital malformations of kidney. Example: renal agenesis, multicystic dysplastic kidney. Uretero-pelvic junction. It is last to canalize and it also leads to congenital obstruction. Most common cause of prenatal hydronephrosis. It is detected by prenatal ultrasound. Now let us see about Potter sequence, that is Potter syndrome. P indicates pulmonary hypoplasia, O indicates oligohydramnios, T indicates twisted face, other T indicates twisted skin, E indicates extremity defects, R indicates renal failure. Oligohydramnios leads to compression of developing fetus and limb deformities. Facial anomalies. Example: low set ears and retrognathia, flattened nose, compression of chest and lack of amniotic fluid aspiration into fetal lung leads to pulmonary hypoplasia. Causes of Potter syndrome is obstructive uropathy, bilateral renal agenesis, and chronic placental insufficiency. Now let us see other congenital malformation. Horseshoe kidney. Inferior poles of both kidneys fuse abnormally. As we all know that kidney has two poles, superior pole and inferior pole. Here, inferior poles of both kidneys fuse abnormally as they ascend from pelvis. During fetal development, horseshoe kidneys get trapped under inferior mesenteric artery and remain low in the abdomen. Kidneys function normally, but it is associated with hydronephrosis. Example: uretero-pelvic junction obstruction, renal stones, infection, and increase in risk of renal cancer. Horseshoe kidneys is higher in incidence of chromosomal aneuploidy. Example: Turner syndrome, trisomies of 13, 18, and 21. The third congenital malformation is congenital solitary functional kidney. Here, the condition of being born with only one functioning kidney is present. Majority are asymptomatic with compensatory hypertrophy of contralateral kidney, but anomalies in contralateral kidney are common. Often it is diagnosed prenatally through ultrasound. The fourth congenital malformation is unilateral renal agenesis. Here, ureteric bed fails to develop and induce differentiation of metanephric mesenchyme. This leads to complete absence of kidney and ureter. The fifth congenital malformation is multicystic dysplastic kidney. Here, ureteric bud fails to develop and induce differentiation of metanephric mesenchyme, that is metanephric blastema, which leads to non-functional kidney consisting of cyst and connective tissue. Predominantly, it is non-hereditary and usually unilateral. Bilateral leads to Potter sequence. Duplex collecting system. Bifurcation of ureteric bud before it enters a metanephric blastema creates a Y-shaped bifid ureter. Duplex collecting system can alternatively occur through two ureteric buds reaching and interacting with metanephric blastema. It is strongly associated with vesico-urethral reflex and urethral obstruction, increased risk of urinary tract infections. And the last one is posterior urethral valves. Membrane remnant in the posterior urethra in males, its persistence can lead to urethral obstruction. It can be diagnosed prenatally by bilateral hydronephrosis and dilated or thick-walled bladder on ultrasound. Most common cause of bladder outlet obstruction in male infants. It is associated with oligohydramnios in case of severe obstruction. The difference between the normal kidney and posterior urethral valves is posterior urethral valves consist of hydronephrosis, dilated ureter, urinary reflex, distended bladder, and urethral obstructed by posterior urethral membrane. The next upcoming video will be anatomy part of renal system. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching, and also watch the respiratory series present in playlist of my channel. I will post the link in description box. Thanks for watching and support this channel. Thank you.